Hello everyone, welcome to Ashley and Lancelot Show. Today will be the third episode of D&D Story. These are stories of me DMing back then, or I played as one character as well. Today's segment's going to be Rogue. Before that, we are going to be relying more heavily on Patreon. If you want to support us on Patreon and get monthly Ashley's artwork, please check us down the link below. Check out the Dark Enterprise, also helping our channel out as well. They do Magic the Gathering, MMORPG, Yu-Gi-Oh, you name it. And also Ashley has a second channel called the Ashley Art Fantasy or Fantasy Art. Go over to her channel down the link below and give her show some love as well. Today is pretty much a very interesting one. I won't say there are some failures of a rogue that you can actually will witness once in your lifetime. I have actually been through several rogues of mine, and I am a terrible rogue player. But those are one of the things that I will talk to recently. I haven't played a rogue lately. I've been mostly gung-ho about spellcasters mostly. Majority of the time will love actually playing, first time actually playing a solid wizard. But I usually play a lot of sorcerers back then, but wizards are a lot more better in my opinion. Now I've been playing wizard more frequently now. But we're going back to the rogue. A rogue is someone that is very thiefy, will lie, forgery, steal, cheat, detect traps, unrehended traps, a friend that will one day be your besties and later on backstab you for your loot. Depending on the alignment and depending what type of rogue it is, but usually rogues are basically chaotic neutral. He cares about himself, not the others. Whatever benefits the person, not the others as well. There were one campaign, there's actually several campaigns. This is a 3.5 version of it. This is several years ago before I joined the military. I would say around my junior or senior year. We had a group, a party member group, I believe it was four of them. And they were camping for the night. Before that, they ransacked a dragon's hoard. And these are like higher level PC characters. They ransacked it, they got several bags of holdings in their possessions, carried them all, and it's about equivalent about 65,000 gold piece worth of value in each of those bag of holdings. They just shoved most expensive thing they have for appraisal. They shoved everything else remainder last end. So one night, this rogue was chaotic evil, and he wanted to have all the money to himself. Had the fame, the glory, the women, you name it. And he was about to graduate in a month from now. So he wants to have a way, just basically, you know, here's my love to you all and good luck. So basically, he secretly poisoned everyone's meal for all the good work he did. Poisoned the ale as well. He is very proficient with poison use and alchemic, craft alchemic as well. So he had poison that will slowly degrade them in con, dex, and strength. So he put different type of poison mixture in food, drink. He made sure he had several potion of lesser restoration and also antidote for other poison as well. So while was eating, he actually take a drink every so often, and he did that. So within an hour, everyone got intoxicated except for the rogue because he had the cure for his poison, and basically everyone fell asleep. When they were asleep, I told everyone to roll a con save. Roll a fort save, and everyone pretty much failed. So I had to roll the dice for the poison use for each of the characters. And it wasn't that pretty. Almost everyone, actually 3 people got no, I believe it was 2 people that got -1 con. In path, and so everyone, like, another one could not really move because he had close to I believe -1 or 2. I forgot. I think it was a source spellcaster on his strength modifier, not the ability score, the modifier. So he can't lift himself up. So it became to a point that um, they can't move, and the doxiles, they're able to move their eyes around, don't know what the hell's going on. Then the rogue came over and says, "Thank you for the good times, and I'll be taking that loot," slicing each of their necks up one by one, and took the loot and left. And he graduated next month. You want a middle finger at the group, and bye-bye. That's basically one roguey thing happened in my campaign that I thought, okay, so he's going to graduate and he's going to party kill everyone. So that's basically what he did. He party killed the whole group. Everyone had to start over to back to level 1. Because for me, back then, it was actually a written campaign, like the Borrow Forgotten Kings. I'll be doing the original campaign after they finish this, because we have a couple new players, and usually my campaigns are more advanced, most advanced campaigns. So this actually gives people they want to know. Sorry, excuse me. Learn how to play. I do this first before they do my campaign, because mine's more logic based. There's a lot more traps in there as well, and a lot of party kill stuff because I'm an evil person. We're also looking for 2 more people as well for my 5th edition campaign. But if you guys want to join, just let us know. We do need a rogue. That's why I'm doing this, because rogues are awesome. The next one was, I was actually, this time I was a gnome. I was a halfling rogue. I was level 4. And we're doing a campaign, one of my campaign that my my teacher was doing. He was a DM at the time. He was DMing at that time. But I was a rogue halfling, because we didn't have any because he goes by these advanced 3.5 adventure books. Sometimes brings out the 2nd edition advanced D&D adventure books, and basically calibrate to 3rd and 3.5 edition. So if you ever play advanced D&D or read adventure books, there's a crap load of traps in there. Just letting you know. So I was level 4 or 5ish. I was a halfling. And there was this one very annoying, I believe it was a elf barbarian. Yes, I repeat myself, a elf barbarian. Very rare that you see an elf as a barbarian, but we had an elf barbarian in our group. I seen weirder character creation as well. Very, he was a good kid. He was younger than us. He was into drama and everything else. We didn't care, so he would like to do drama, like make a huge scene in the campaign. So I got fed up with it, because I was like in sophomore year, and I'm like, I just finally quit wrestling. I'm like, this is no more wrestling. I'm sick and tired of it. So I just ended up doing robotics and D&D full time, because I was president of the D&D club back there. I'm one of the co-founders of D&D at our high school back a long time ago, in 2004. So I got really sick of it, and so I told my DM, my teacher, to, any traps that you find, let me know by a secret message, or whisper me to my ears. So I come to you and whisper it to my ears. So that was the exchange, because when he blabs, I see if I find a trap, then everyone else going to try to metagame and avoid that trap. So basically, he whispered to me, and he says, there is a trap that you fall down in a 40-foot hole down, and it's about 10-foot diameter wide. And there looks like a mechanism of rope that once you're down, the wall will slowly close Looks like it's some kind of moving mechanism that closes it somehow. I said, oh, okay. So I have one of these. I gained one of these those Deco wild cards, right? I have one of them, and one of them were a spider. So I tricked him with my bluff, and he failed on his sense motus check. Threw it on that where that the trapdoor was at. Oh my god! Because a elf barbarian is one of our tank. We have several tanks in our group. I was like, there's a giant spider. Go get it, barbarian! And he went and he charged like, I will do this. I am the best of the best. And he tried swinging it. It was illusion, like minor illusion spell and made a giant spider. And he sweeps it. It was nothing, and basically failed his reflex save. Fell down a 40-foot hole. He tried to climb back up. He had 4 rounds to go back up. He needs to have about 15 or higher on climb. In 3 of those were less than 15, and one of them succeeded to be 17. That wasn't enough time, so he got crushed to death. And he made a new character later on, and from there on, he starts shutting up about making huge drama because it was very annoying. Because he will trigger things out of nowhere. I'm like, holy shit! Now I gotta deal with this shit as well. But yeah, he was playing character as a elf barbarian that had literally very small amount of intelligence. But it is what it is, I would say. So this is her Ashley's elf character before she made render for a Pathfinder we play every Sunday with my close buddies and stuff. But they were not able to come to play 5th edition because they don't have the books and they don't want to move into 5th edition. So they were like, and they know how I DM, so they don't like how I DM, so they won't join. But yeah, it was very weird. It was a time that we had to go against a ooze, intellectual ooze kind. A creature. It was a green ooze. It was from the Iron Gods adventures that we're going through right now. I think we're like book 3, right? 2 or 3 right now. So this intellectual green ooze grabbed Ashley and we failed her acrobatics check, her reflex save, and somehow it just and then when she finally got out, I think that was a good idea to stick a vampiric sword through the ooze. So we have this elf rogue running up, jumping down, stabbing it through, and found out that she's inside the ooze that is slowly being digested. So I have in that campaign, I'm right now as a gnome wizard that inside of a clay golem. The clay golem is basically a sealed tank, so no gas or anything will go through it. I can submerge in water. That's how I made my clay golem as it's hollowed inside. I have a little air compressed tank, so I get breathable air and everything else that I need. Yeah, so I'm in this golem, and I had to. We had and when we had that we had like the Avengers. We had like different like dwarves as Stony Tark. We have like these Avengers. We have Coulson in there as well. It was kind of funny because we started making like our own Avengers style Pathfinder. So we also made one of my buddies made a shield organization. So it was like, oh, it looks like we're the Avengers. My gnome was the partner of Tony Stark's dad. He was the enemy. He was the villain, the first guy. That's what my gnome really is. So yeah. So we had Tony Stark, a dwarven, I believe it was a dwarven defender, I believe it's called, wrapped around metal chains, so he can dive right in and try to grab the rogue and pull it out. And so we did that. And the problem is that he got stuck, and we couldn't pull Tony Stark out with Ashley's rogue. So, you know, time was running out, and we pulled him out, and Ashley just became like unconscious to like 0. And I just like, you know what, just screw it. We gotta kill this thing. There's no way unless we gain tremendous amount of damage. So I did several fireballs, several rounds. I did like 1 fireball at every other round, and I casted Thundercloud and Facing Ray, and we just got a barrel of monkeys. Basically we summon like 5, it's like I think it's like 1d6 worth of monkeys, and you give them each grenades and dive into ooze, and finally die to explode. And we have a piece of a rogue and shove in the bag of holding so we can take it to a temple to get it resurrected. And then Ashley made another rogue character called Thranduil from the Lord of the Ring, the Hobbit. So that was one of the funniest thing. So yeah, so she made a Thranduil character, and another rogue, and so surprisingly still alive till this day. Let me know what you guys' favorite rogue encounters or rogue failures that you guys have done so far, and let me know down in the comments. Please subscribe, hit the like, hit the notification bell for more of our videos, and I'll talk to you all guys later. I'll love to read your comments, and if you have any other D&D stories or character monsters you want me to talk about for every Monday subject, just please let me know down at the bottom, and I will review it, and I'll let you know if I have countered it or not. But thank you very much, guys. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.